They tried to stop me, but nothing can stop me. Welcome back to part 46 of Analyzing the Game with your host, your co-host, lead vocalist, background vocalist, arranger, producer, songwriter, scriptwriter, film writer, referee, scout, senator, president, CEO, judge, representative. The list goes on. You are here with that boy Des. I thank you guys for joining me on another part, another episode, another recording, another journal of Analyzing the Game. Thank you to everybody that has engaged in my videos, liked my videos, commented, shared, subscribed. Thank you to all of you guys. Shout out to everybody. And if you don't know who that boy Des is, or you don't know what Analyzing the Game is, you will know soon. We are back. I got some fresh braids. I'm not even gonna lie. My head look big though, but that's cool. Got the Johns. My hair long. Came zigzags. Feel me though? But yes, if you are new to my channel, I have a journal. I actually don't know where it's at. Oh, it's in my bag right here. Let me see. Here we go. Have a journal, and I do a daily free write / journal / writing / thought, and I just let my mind, I let my brain get into a setting, and then I just talk about things that are happening in the current time, in the present moment, and how I feel, and how I think that people should be, how people should also be thinking and going about life and the things that are happening. And I truly came a long way with just recording and just not being scared and not having any fear about who's going to see it. What the heck? Yes. I don't know what that was. That was like a ghost. Y'all probably seen it running in the back. But yes, came a long way with my channel, with just being confident, but I never was truly really scared. I just was ready to voice how I felt, and it just happened to be in a long form of media for YouTube videos. And I believe this is fully going to continue to allow me to grow with my communication, with my speech, with connecting points, with continuing to analyze everything that I am seeing and everything that I have experienced in this life and in this world and in this society. And it will take me to heights that I will never be able to imagine to. And yes, there's so much things that people could also say about what could come with it. Like, oh, yes, all the views that could come with it, all of the subscribers that can come with it, all of the money that can come with it. But truthfully, my stomach is growling. I actually haven't ate all day. But yes, truthfully, I'm just here because I would like to voice my opinion, use my voice, and hopefully if you're watching this that you get something out of it and it gives you something for you to go at or do whatever you would like to do and not be afraid. And don't be scared of what other people are going to think, because everybody's not going to be willing to do something that they want to do. They're going to be asking themselves, oh, well, what do you think they'll think? What do you think they'll say? What if people don't like it? I mean, honestly, who cares? People don't have to like it. But you can continue to do it and attempt to get people to like it and see where it goes, and just be happy in what you are creating and be happy in what you are doing. Because truthfully, I could care less about who's gonna watch or who's gonna like this or who's gonna care about what I say, because I care about what I say and I care about how I feel, and I believe that I can't always be right. I don't know the answer to everything, and but I can say what I see with my own two eyes and what I think is true and what I think is right in a society or in a world that kind of caters to lies, which is wild. And one of my videos is named after that society. Is that what it is? Something like that. Something about lies. It's wild. It's really wild to me that so many things can be going on in the world, like entertainment wise, like currently as on July 6, 2026, the World Cup is active right now. But the World Cup is active, but there's also still other things that are occurring in the world. Like there's a genocide, there was a war there. Well, I think it's still going, but things that people should just be more caring about or more willing to speak up about, regardless of what you have going. Of course, it's also wild that everything is set up in place for you to not be able to care about serious matters. So, oh yeah, you work every day, you have to cook, you have to maybe work out, you have to watch over your kids, you have to attend to all of these things of your life. So it makes it seem as you won't be caring about babies, families, etc., getting murdered, displaced in multiple different areas or regions. So it will give you that illusion that you can't do enough with your voice or being the one singular person that you are. And I can say that that is like a tough battle to face, but honestly, it's like no, because you're also human. That kind of makes it inhumane when you can't just care about other people. You can't be like, or you can't be as caring for another group of people because maybe they haven't experienced what you haven't experienced what they experienced. And I think that's just wild, as in people are people. I'm a human, you're a human. I hope you're a human. I hope you're not a robot. I hope you're not a AI. I hope you're not that. Be human. It's okay to be human. And I believe that if you are human, you should be able to understand. You can't go through life without not attempting to understand. It can be anything. That can be any aspect of this society, of this realm, of this matrix. You have to be willing to understand. And that, like I said, that can be if you're trying to gain knowledge, if you're trying to just understand other groups of people and why these things are happening, or why people do the things that they do, or why they act in the ways that they act. You have to be willing to just be like, okay, I'm going to understand this, or I'm going to see why this is that. And some people can't see it like that because all they have done is be gained from whatever system they are a part of, and the hierarchy that may be in place in their society, and that allows them to make it seem that they are better than these other people who are also humans, but these people also deserve everything that people get. And it's wild to me that people don't think human rights are real. And they try to put it as, I don't know. I mean, if you're a different religion, if you're a different race, if you're whatever. But if we allow continuous blatant disrespect to humans, what does that say as humanity as a whole? What does that say? Because people continue to turn their eye, double standard, double standard, double standard. Oh, they can do this, but you can't do that. Like, isn't it wild that, oh, I'm also implementing a change in the name of this place because I was watching this Al Jazeera, Iran and USA video on YouTube about the bomb, the race for the bomb. That's what it's called. I actually have to finish it tonight after I'm done recording this. But one of the people in the IRGC doesn't call Israel. He calls them the Zionist state. So I am going to say that also. I am going to use that. That is the new thing. That is the new title that they get. Yes, isn't it wild that the Zionist state, who still hasn't reported about them having a nuclear weapon. It's just a secret, which they do. So isn't it wild that one group has something and they're trying to say no one else can have it? Isn't that wild? That sounds like, I don't know, you're trying to big bro everybody in your region. And you're going to continuously do that. That sounds wild to me. But for this case, it's the same way as the partners are both saying, oh yeah, people around the world cannot have nuclear weapons. So you're just going to let them get bullied? Or the United States and the Zionist state believe that people shouldn't be standing up for themselves. What do you mean, don't go around bullying everybody? And you wouldn't have to worry. Don't go into other countries stealing, looting, raping, murdering, destroying governments or attempting to put in new governments and think that there's no consequences for that. I mean, when you're these superpowers or world powers like the United States. I'm not putting the Zionist state as a world power. I mean, even though they have whatever influence that they have, whatever, they don't get respected from me. Sorry, sadly. I don't care. But yes, when you're these big of places, I guess, well, they're not even that, the Zionist state isn't that large. But United States, I don't know, maybe it's just wild of how everything is such an illusion. And double standards are literally set into place. And just because the United States is the United States, they think that they can just do anything. No. I mean, when everything is corrupt and everything is catered to you, yes, you're gonna be able to do everything, but that doesn't make everything that you're going to be doing correct or right. For example, isn't it wild that, guess what? The United States, I don't know, the Zionist state, they're claiming about them being done wrong with human rights. Matter of fact, one is actively murdering people, murdering humans. These countries or fake place is murdering people as we speak in multiple places. How are you? Isn't it wild that one place could be waging war or waging warfare with 7 different places at one time? Maybe. Or it could be wild that corporations aren't paying fair wages, corporations aren't paying their taxes, or it could be wild that there's pedophiles running the government freely. That sounds pretty wild to me. But yeah, it's always gonna be, what about this group of people? Well, these group of people are, is it 13%? Yeah, the 13% of the population is the reason for everything, right? Oh, but what about the people that I mean, I could be wrong, but I read one time in a Pew Research article, because I had a speech in my public speaking class. It was about the percentage of black people that have been in Congress from the beginning of time. I think it's less than 2%. But I could be wrong. But I think it's less than 2% in the whole time of the United States of America. Less than 2% of black or brown or the minority has been in Congress. So what? That's wild. That would be wild that the other percentage of people, or I don't know who, are claiming that the other percents are the problem. That means you would make all of the laws, you would put these laws into places, you have a congressional advantage for laws, for whatever you would like. So, I mean, I guess it's just wild that the people that would be in power are the people that are claiming that everybody else is the problem. Like the immigrants or the working class. Sounds wild. But then again, it's wild also that someone could be convicted as a felon and still be president. Actually, or it's wild that someone could be found liable for sexual assault and still become the president. But then again, it's not really wild because the United States has built the country on stealing, stealing as in stealing labor from other people to start the system, to steal. As of right now, the people in power are stealing from all of the taxpayers, literally looting the treasury as we speak. So, I mean, people think that, I just don't get how people think it's a certain people's fault or problem. Are you okay? Do you even pay attention? But then also, you don't know because the system was made for you. I believe, wait, let me stop. I give all of my titles and my free rights a title, a keyword, topic to just write about. And this is called wild. That's why I've been saying wild. Humans used to live in the wild. We used to be there. Like, and also, what about like wildlife? Like AI, data centers. What about the fossil fuels? I mean, of course, people are speaking out about these things, but there's no changes. Because everybody is on the same thing, truthfully. And people just mask themselves to be good the whole time. They're not good. Yes, but I was going to say, I think that people should be more wild in their endeavors and their journey and whatever they would like to do, because honestly, this might sound wild to say, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna die and your day is gonna come, and I think if you don't go after what you would like to be fulfilling in the life that you were given, I don't know, when you're at that later age or those later stages, you might regret, or you might say, I should have did this, or I should have went about this way. And I just think that you shouldn't be scared, you shouldn't be fearful and of anything or anybody, regardless of who they are, and especially if you're just speaking the truth. Like, especially coming from most groups of people, if you speak the truth, they don't want to hear that. We can just say it. Matter of fact, I'm just going to say it. There's a great example, like Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Is it FWH Wapo? I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's his Instagram name, unless he changed it. But yeah, shout out to Jaylen Brown for always standing 10 toes on what he believed and never being afraid to speak up and talk about actual issues and talk about problems that are actually going on. Because he knows what he is there for. He's not there to be he's not there to be complacent. He's not, or is that the, I don't know, I don't use the right term. He's not here to be silent. And if everyone knows Jaylen Brown, he's literally, I think he's the smartest player in the NBA. And I don't think it's close. And it's wild that people are so scared of a black male that won't be willing to say that I'm not going to speak up. Because that's what most people do. They just won't say anything. They just will fall in line, and so they can continue to garner from wherever position that they are at. And that, in my opinion, I believe that just hurts the full communities and people, because if more people realized what the things that these CEOs, these GMs, these managers, all of these people in power of, like, the circus, the entertainment, they run it, like, in my opinion, like, of course it's like slavery. So if you don't comply with your master, we'll release you, we'll trade you, we'll sell you. Yeah, like, okay. But isn't that wild? But yeah, shout out to Jaylen Brown. I love you. Thank you for everything that you do, for not being afraid, not being scared, not backing down, and Boston racist anyways. So, and you started your career there until now. So, and you stood on 10 toes and you negotiated your own deal. You have your own shoe. You go on stream and you talk about what you want to talk about, because you want to know why? Because it's freedom of speech, regardless. I mean, yes, you are in a contract and you work for someone, but what are we doing? If you get blackballed, you get blackballed. It doesn't matter. That's why. If you speak the truth, if you speak your piece, your truth, it's always going to be somebody that is trying to diminish you. Especially when you made $300 million, you won an NBA championship, you won a finals MVP, you had a job at NASA, and you declined it. But people saying you're the problem, or you think you're the smartest in the room, most people that even have these jobs at, like, I don't know, sports teams, they didn't do anything. They literally got gifted this. So they shouldn't be talking at all. But yes, once again, Jaylen Brown, keep doing your thing. I support you. I love you. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. People also, I believe people should not be afraid of the government. I mean, maybe that's a crazy thing to say, but what would I be afraid of them for? If you're afraid, or you're on the worst list, like you're on the bad list, yeah, I guess that means you're doing something good. Especially if it's maybe a place or a regime that, like, oh yeah, I just seen, because like I said, the World Cup is active right now. So I think, no, I don't think I know. What is it? Who does he play for? Lamine Yamal plays for Barcelona. Yes, he plays for Barcelona. And they won, what, is that the La Liga League? Yes, I think they did, yes. And when they won, he was waving a Palestine flag. And I just seen a video saying, oh yeah, the Israel media is bashing him. Yeah, that means he's doing something right if they're bashing him. If anything that they say against someone that is doing something good, that's how you know you're on the right side of history. Them. So, yeah. It's wild that people still don't believe that human rights are real. That's my main point of this video. And also, I want to say this, that sometimes in certain places or certain societies or certain, wherever you are from, certain communities, that people think that it is wrong for you to learn about yourself, or it is wild for you to dive deep into yourself. But I truly think that if more people did that, or like we were taught that as, like, I don't know, kids, I think more people would be up to speed and up to date with what their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions, and just to be able to speak about anything. And everything is so constructed on learning about outside. Like, you have to know this, you should know this, you should know that. Oh, you should know when such and such traveled the world to do such and such. Honestly, who cares? Because if you don't know yourself, if you don't know what you like, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know the battles that you would like to fight, or the things that you would like to speak up about, and the things that you would maybe like to be fierce about and not be scared about, you will never get there if you don't just take the time to understand yourself first. And it might not be the best journey, it might not be the best process, but in the end, you will fully realize that if you don't have yourself, you don't have anything. And it's wild. It's a wild journey. It's going to be a wild journey. But don't back down. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Trust yourself, to be honest. You can't do anything if you don't believe in yourself. Because people can't believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. So, motivational, whatever this is, I just want people to be better. I just want humans to be better. And I always said that I would like to make a change and push for change. And if this is what it takes for me to push for change and to attempt to get people to just care about certain things, and I'll do it. I'll take the sacrifice. You can sign me up. But yes, if you're new to my channel, subscribe to me at THATBOYDEZ. Thank you guys for joining me on part 46 of Analyzing the Game with that boy Dez, more so known as Thomas Anderson. Shout out to everybody. Part 46. Mic'd up, I'm hot. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my friends. Shout out to all my family. Shout out to everybody in the world that is on their journey, going at it day by day. Keep climbing up the mountain, one day at a time, one step at a time. Just keep stacking those days. Keep stacking. Don't be scared. Trust in yourself. But you know what we gotta hit? Also, it is Wimbledon. I would say who I got to win, but I'm not, cause I'm not even gonna predict it. I also did just leave the gym. It was leg day, Monday, start the week. Got to get to it. That is all. You know we gotta hit.